Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to the FC25 Portsmouth Career Mode, the Portsmouth Project, as we call it. We are into season number 2 now, almost midway through season number 2. We're into the month of November. Currently sitting in 20th place, so not having the greatest start to the season, but also not having the worst. We're promising. We're very promising. We have a great team, a solid team. I wouldn't necessarily say great. There's a lot of teams that have much higher quality players than we do. Of course, one of those being 8th placed Crystal Palace, who are down in the championship here in season number 2, got relegated at the end of season number 1, struggling in the championship as well. The other teams that they came down with, Southampton and Ipswich, in 1st and 2nd place. So one team struggling a lot more than the others. We're in an okay spot right now. We just need to continue with some of the form that we saw in the last episode. We're going to get through 6 games in this episode, again like we did in the last. 4 will be played and 2 will be simulated. We are going to start off with a played game here against Crystal Palace. I want to see how well we match up with basically Premier League competition. Obviously, we played Ipswich in the last episode and lost 4-0, so basically the same thing as Crystal Palace, but Palace should have significantly better players. We're going to simulate the QPR game afterwards. They're up in the top 10 as well. We'll play Blackburn and we will play Birmingham for sure, because they are both in the relegation zone with us right now. And then Norwich and Middlesbrough, one of those will be simulated as well. But then we'll already be through the middle of the month of December, which would mean in the next episode after this one, we will hit that January transfer window. We'll play those 4 games to end off December, and we'll already be in that January window where we're going to try to bring in at least one player, maybe a couple, we'll see. We already have our sights set on Josh Windass. He is 71 overall. We can bring him in now that Callum Lang is up to a 71 overall. He's 31 years old, so he's probably just going to regress, but I mean, just look at his attributes. He is very good physically, pretty solid technically as well, and I just think we need either backup to Callum Lang or just another player that we can utilize in striker, right midfield, anywhere really. And then we've got our eyes on several other players as well, but we'll just have to see how the transfer window shakes out and if any players have to move on from the club. But I mean, just look at this team, bro. It's insane that they are in the championship to begin with, and let alone struggling in the championship. Gabriel Jesus, Eberechi Eze, Mark Gahey, Ismail Assar, and Nketiah is on the bench. Yohan Wissa is on the bench. Adam Morton in midfield, not starting. I mean, all of these players have been in the Premier League for a while, most of them at least. It just doesn't make any sense why they're down here in the championship. It is going to be an away match here at Selhurst Park. Thomas Waddingham with a hat trick in the last game, so he will be getting the start up top over Shashua. Crystal Palace pushing forward early on in this game. 5 minutes gone. Raksaki down the wing. I didn't show you guys their lineup, but we already know it's a pretty good one. A shot saved by Schmid. Corner here for Crystal Palace. All the players fighting around Schmid in the box. Farrell can't really get to it. It somehow comes off of him. Ref. No foul called. And Schmid will watch that effort go out of bounds. And it looks like they're going to maintain possession. What a pass. Yeah, that's crazy. Jordan Williams, though, does well, and that will be a goal kick. Crystal Palace again down this right wing. Don't give away a penalty. Okay. We're good for now. Waddingham, that was a good touch. Murphy, good touch inside. We're just going to go ahead and go for the early shot. And not a bad effort, but it was extremely close. That would have been insane if that would have went in. Good cross to the back post. It hits Farrell on the top of the head. He wasn't really paying attention though. Schmid will come and collect that ball. Williams struggling to keep up with the winger out here. The ball gets passed inside. I think he might have been off, but it doesn't appear to be so. Munoz with the cross. Header. And that's a goal. Probably would have been a penalty if he didn't score with the sliding challenge from Shaughnessy. And that's 1-0. 34 minutes gone. Wow, what a cross. Oh, and it was nearly 2 back-to-back. What a save from Schmid. A corner for Crystal Palace yet again. We were doing okay for the first 25 minutes or so, and since then it's been not so great. Murphy does well there, though. Wow, that ball gets through. Amechi down here to Waddingham. Waddingham does have some pace, and he will get around his defender. Can we find Callum Lang? Yes, we can, and we can find a goal back. 1-1, 40 minutes gone. Waddingham with an assist. to Callum Lang. Great move from the winger. This guy is fast and he is very technically sound. Cross to the back post wasn't great. Shot was probably not the best one. We'll clear it up the field and it'll end 1-1 at half. Ooh. Amechi is definitely going to get a yellow for that one. Munoz getting forward. Just trying to cut out the passing lanes. He is going to find a pass though. Ooh, what a save from Schmid. Yeah, just get this one up the field. I really don't care where it goes. That was in between multiple players. Schmid had to make a very quick reaction save and did so well. And Waddingham is going to try to find Amechi, who gets there. Oh, but I believe that was Margehi. Always there. Ooh, keeper. Bad throw. Josh Murphy ends up on it. You got a lot of agility, but not a lot of room to go for any passes. Callum Lang, just bad touches. And we're going to get a free kick. Referee may be on our side a little bit there. This would be quite the time to score our first free kick goal of the series. Callum Lang up and over the wall and hits the top of the net. Uh-oh, that's a good pass. And that's a good finish. 2-1, Crystal Palace, 76 minutes gone. I mean, we're going to make a few subs here after 76 minutes. Ogilvy coming on, Dazzle coming on in midfield, and then Shashua is going to come on up top. Waddingham just wasn't quite doing it for us in the second half, so hopefully a little change of pace can help us out. Oof, thank God we got that block in. Crystal Palace now showing us their quality here after 80 minutes. They're really turning up the pressure right here at the end of the game. What a cross that is. A little bit of time to move forward here, but not much. Swanson now to Amechi, who is a bit tired. And that's just... Who the hell was that pass to? We are slowly but surely running out of time, but we also are running out of options looking forward. Swanson is found. Swanson, cross. That's going to be a foul. And we will have a free kick here at the end of the game. Callum Lang, we kind of just got to send this one into the box. It's a great cross. But our player got caught. 95 minutes gone. 2-1 Crystal Palace here at Selhurst Park. This next matchup against QPR will be simulated. We've got several players rotated. Boat starting in defense for us. Dazzle in midfield with Devlin instead of Moxon and Kamara from the last game. Lane out on that right side. Shashua up top. Got plenty of players on the bench that can come in and make an impact. This is a home game against QPR. We will hit the quick sim and we will lose in heartbreaking fashion 1-0 at the 87th minute. We outperformed them. We've got 14 shots to their 8. We had 8 chances to score and we could not find one. And so now that lead that we said we had above the relegation zone is pretty much gone now. Only 2 points ahead of Derby County and 3 ahead of Bolton. We are knocking on the door. And we've got Blackburn Rovers up next, who are in 20th place. We talked in the last episode about how we had some players with expiring contracts at the end of the season, so we're going to go ahead and renew a couple of those before the January window comes. We're going to renew Nicholas Schmid, who is now up to 71 overall as well, and then we are going to renew Callum Lang. Callum Lang doesn't want a contract extension? Question mark? What the hell? I'm going to ask for 2 years. He doesn't want anything. We're going to ask for 1 year. We need at least 1 year out of you. Okay. Thank you. He needs a pretty significant pay rise because he is obviously the highest rated player in the team and he clearly doesn't want to be here. So we're going to offer $11,500 a week and a signing bonus of £50,000 and see if he accepts, and he does. Nicholas Schmid also doesn't want an extension. This might be a bug. I'm not too sure. We're going to at least offer 1 year and he will accept that. And since he is our #1 goalkeeper and the only goalkeeper we actually have that is ours, the only one we have is Alfie Whiteman, who is a loan player. We're going to offer him £10,000 a week, £50,000 signing bonus, and he will accept that as well. And that now makes Callum Lang the highest earner in the squad, £11,500 a week. Matt Ritchie's on £11,000 a week, and we don't play him at all. He is now down to 61 overall, even though it shows 63 here. And then Nicholas Schmid is up into the £10,000 range as well, which would make him the 3rd highest paid player. Alfie Whiteman's on $13,500 a week, but we're only paying 50% of his wages. That does reduce our wage budget down to £11,000 a week remaining, but obviously we can move some of the transfer budget down to the wage budget. We'll go ahead and do that now. We'll just put in 500,000 just so you guys can see into that number. And then the wage budget rises by 10,000 pounds, and the transfer budget reduces by 500,000 pounds. And so now that leaves this list of players still remaining with contracts that could be expiring at the end of the season. The only other ones I'm probably going to do is Terry Devlin and Paddy Lane. Everybody else is definitely still a question mark. Even Shashua, who's been, he's been okay, but he had 2 goals, 2 assists in his debut and has not contributed since then. Marlon Pack and Matt Ritchie, obviously, pretty much just going to retire at the end of the season. Hopefully they do at least. Matt Ritchie is regressing very heavily. Jeffrey Schlupp also will be regressing in his early 30s, so no reason to try to go after him either. Riley Towler, I think I would like to bring back Riley Towler, but he has already requested a transfer from the squad because of lack of game time, so don't think we'll be seeing him back more than likely. And then McIntyre, don't really care. And then Ogilvy is starting to get old as well and isn't growing anymore, so it may be time for him to go as well. This is a home matchup here against Blackburn Rovers, so we do at least have that on our side today. This will be our lineup for today. Every lineup is basically the same for me. The difference in level isn't really crazy between some of our bench players and some of our starters. Waddingham is going to get the start today. Yet again, Shashua played last game, didn't really do too much, so it's going to be Waddingham yet again. Shashua hasn't done a whole lot since he first started, so I don't know. The striking position is going to be interesting. Bishop is supposed to be coming back here in a few months, and Cassini Yangi will be back very soon from injury, so we'll have 4 strikers. Basil across field to Ogilvy. What a shot! Oh man, I would have loved for that to go in. Ogilvy with a fantastic effort. Waddingham keeping the pressure on the defenders here and tries to go for a shot. Defender at the last second gets a touch to it. Uh-oh. Chauncey goes for a tackle. Ogilvy kind of gets in the way. Boat tried to cover the other side. And Blackburn with an attacker left open. 15 minutes gone. That is 1-0 here at Fratton Park for the opposition. Dozzle. Oh, that's a great tackle. Waddingham. That's a decent pass to Murphy. Back post. Waddingham was there, but so was the defender. Schlupp using some strength. Getting a pass to Waddingham. Dozzle. Ogilvy. Shot blocked away. Oh, Dozzle. Yeah, I mean, it wasn't a great challenge. That's the 3rd time he's been called for a foul. And no yellow card yet for Dozzle, but he is probably on the border of getting a yellow card. That one maybe could have been. Maybe should have been. Boat puts the striker under enough pressure to send that ball wide. Ogilvy gets that pass off to Murphy. Murphy going to cut back inside. Murphy has to finish that. Corner here for Blackburn after 40 minutes. Looks like they're going to take this one short. Murphy not playing very good defense out there. Cross to the back post. Schmid dives to make the save. I don't know if that one was heading in, but he made it seem like it was. And Murphy will get it back. We'll clear this one away. And wow, it actually works out perfectly. Callum Lang with a header of dreams. Waddingham, weak foot shot. Let's go, boys. Yes, sir. What a play. What a counterattack from the boys. And Waddingham on the score sheet today. 1-1 here against Blackburn. That is a great ball in behind. It's a great ball back. Boat in the way. Lucky that he was there and that one is going to go out for a corner. Schmid, I don't know if he would have been able to get to that one. That player has 6 shots today. Shaughnessy chests that one down. We're able to get on a counterattack here. Waddingham, I don't think is going to have enough pace to get around this last defender, unfortunately. So we will turn it around. That is a fantastic cross, actually, to Jeffrey Schlupp. Schlupp, cut inside, shot right at the keeper. Fantastic save. Good pass. Good save. Shaughnessy was not in a great position to defend that shot, so good thing that Schmid was on his toes. Jeffrey Schlupp coming off, Amechi coming on, and Ogilvy off for Jacob Farrell. Dozzle with the ball. Out to Amechi. Amechi, back post. Wow, Josh Murphy was nearly there. Lang to Dozzle. Dozzle, nowhere really to go just yet. That's a great ball. Oh, it has to be finished. Ref. Maybe could have been a pen. Probably not a penalty. Just needed to be finished the first time. But Kamara gets a fantastic tackle in. Joshua. That's the moment we needed him the most. And he just couldn't provide for us. Callum Lang. Jacob Farrell. Back post. Oh, Amechi was going for a crazy shot. Callum Lang is going to get to that. Kamara. Great shot right at the keeper, though. Corner here for Lang. We will swing this one in. No one on it. Amechi, though. Good turn. Sends it over the bar. Kamara now. That's Joshua through. You have got to be kidding me. Joshua. He's done. Can't play him. That might be it for him. I can't do it anymore. Yeah, we should be in the spot where Blackburn Rovers is. I mean, obviously, we're still out of the relegation zone. I'm not too worried about being relegated at this point, but we are nearing the midway point of the season, and just things aren't going well. I mean, that draw wasn't the worst thing to happen to us, but it certainly wasn't the best. And obviously, Waddingham's been performing well. He's going to remain the main striker as of right now. Cassini Yangi, I guess, can be the backup. Joshua, though, after the debut he had, I thought we had something special going, and it turns out that it could have been just a fluke. And this is the man we need, but unfortunately he has fallen 2 ratings down to 68 with his injury, and I mean, he won't be back for a few more months anyways, so I just don't know. I don't know if he's going to be the guy moving forward, which is sad that this could be the end of Colby Bishop's career here, but maybe when he comes back, he'll be a little bit of a resurgence. Up next, we face Middlesbrough, who have won 4 games, drawn 11, and lost 3 out of the 18 games so far this season. The most draws by any team by far, like 3 more ahead of anybody else. And we actually have more wins than them, even though we are 7 places lower in the table. And someone who has been quietly having a not-so-great season is Josh Murphy. 16 appearances, 4 goals, 1 assist. Player of the year last year, pretty much, and now we just haven't seen anything from him. With the injury to Colby Bishop, it's been pretty rough this year going forward. And I thought about playing this game, but I think we're going to go ahead and simulate this one against Middlesbrough. We've got Norwich, who are in 11th place, and then we got Birmingham City, who are only a couple of places above us left to play in this episode. So I'm going to go ahead and play those 2 games instead of this one with a quick sim here. This team is pretty good. It's basically the best team that we can put out, barring, maybe a couple overall points here and there. But let's see if we can get a win. We cannot. 3-1 defeat to the hands of Middlesbrough. Dazzle with a goal for us. Devlin gets a big injury, apparently. Dazzle had to come on for Devlin. That could be tough for us in midfield. And we got dominated. Nothing else to say about that one. And it is unfortunately a torn groin, so he will be out for 3 months. And that's not what we wanted to see. Derby County have picked up form and won some games. We're now sitting in 22nd. We have to win this game here against Birmingham. Waddingham a little bit tired, but we're going to start him up top for this game. Paddy Lane is going to get the start out on that right wing for us today. Ogilvie going to get the start at left back, and the rest of the lineup should stay roughly the same. Dazzle coming in, obviously, for the injured Devlin. Throw in here. Paddy Lane down the line. Waddingham was a bit too close for my liking. That ball is actually going to get to Josh Murphy somehow. Great footwork, great passing. And they find a finish. Hopefully not. Don't give away a penalty either, Moxon. That would be the worst thing you could do. He does well for a minute, but then gives up possession. Schmid with a fantastic save. Please just get it away. Moxon down to Paddy Lane. Paddy Lane making a name for himself in this game. Ball roll inside. Shot right at the keeper. Unlucky, but Paddy Lane is looking dangerous here today. Ogilvie getting forward, finding a pass. Josh Murphy. Shot. Keeper makes the save, and it won't go out for a corner. Waddingham, nice hold-up play to get it out to Murphy. I think Murphy's just lost a little bit of that edge this season. That was nearly a great ball to Waddingham, but not quite enough. Dazzle wins that header somehow. Lang to Murphy. Murphy out to Paddy Lane. Oh, fall over. Could have been a penalty. Lang out to Lane. Free header for Moxon, but the keeper reacts quickly. Oh, but the keeper with a bad ball. Waddingham. Moxon. It will at least go out for a corner. Send it to the edge of the box with Dazzle. Back heel to Lang. Back post. Nothing doing. Callum Lang forces the defenders to topple over each other, but can't find the ball to Murphy. It's going to be halftime. 0-0. I mean, we're all over them. We just got to find the final product. And what is this passing? They look elite here at the beginning of the second half. It'll end up in a corner. Looks like they are going to swing this one in as well. We should be able to get there. Shouts for a penalty. Referee doesn't see anything. That is a great ball. That is a fantastic ball. And it does not end up in a goal. We are lucky, but we are also very lucky right here. Waddingham by himself. Sort of. Not anymore, but he will find Callum Lang. And Callum Lang! Another counterattack. And another goal. Not in this game, obviously. This is the first one, but from the last time we had a counterattack. Oh, hell yeah, man. I thought we weren't going to be able to score today. 1-0 so far. All right, first change of the game for us. We're bringing in Jeffrey Schlupp up top, which is a bold move to say the least, but whatever. Could work out for us, though. Josh Murphy. Shot. Schlupp back on it. Murphy turned the wrong way. Ogilvy by himself, though, just cutting down the wing. Just going to go for the shot. Probably should have tried to find a back pass. Oxen. Yeah, not a good effort. Murphy waits on the run of Ogilvy, who's been getting forward very well today. Gets around the defender. Takes it himself. Connor Ogilvy. Left back. Connor Ogilvy, the 29-year-old, almost 30-year-old. We were talking about how he might not be the move going forward. But he was the move going forward right then. Bad challenge. Very bad challenge from Dazzle. Probably going to be a yellow card for him, that one. But it is still possession for Birmingham. That is a terrible cross. Maybe not. Maybe that's exactly what he meant to do. Good turn. Poole will clear it away. Free kick for Birmingham in a fairly dangerous position. Looks like they might take it short. Never mind. They're going to go for the shot. Nowhere near the goal. Mechi. Wrong foot's the defender. Not going to be able to get past this last one by himself. Schlupp sticks with it. Schlupp, first time shot. Oh, yes, sir. What a shot. What a finish. 3-0. Definitely gets a bit lucky here with basically a deflection, but this shot between the legs. Oh, that's as upper 90 as it gets. Let's go, Jeffrey Schlupp. Maybe the backup striker for us. Referee, go ahead and blow that whistle. Thank you very much. 3 points, 3-0 win. Hopefully Amechi isn't hurt very bad, but he didn't look great there at the end of the game. And that now makes the battle at the bottom of the table very, very interesting. We thought it wasn't going to be that interesting at the start of the episode. Derby went on a pretty incredible run of form, and now every team between 19 and 22nd is on 22 points. Rotherham and Bolton now down there by themselves in the bottom two, pretty much firmly at this point, but obviously it was a 6-point gap earlier. This is only 7. Things could change, but between 22nd and 12th, there is only 5 points. So again, just goes to show how close and how tight the championship is. And so final game of the episode today is going to be a matchup against Norwich here in the championship at home at Fratton Park. This is going to be the lineup. Amechi wasn't really hurt in that last game, so he is able to start Boat and Farrell in defense now instead of Poole and Ogilvy, and Kamara gets the start in midfield as well. This will be Norwich's lineup for our game today. Nunez, 76 overall. The only player we really have to worry about in their team. Everyone else is kind of maybe upper 60s, except for left back and left center back, 61 and 62 overall. We might be able to take advantage of that situation. They've got 78 overall Borja Sainz on the bench, as well as Angus Gunn, but besides that, their bench options don't look anything crazy as well. So maybe we could come away with 3 points out of this game. Farrell gonna find Murphy down the line. Murphy, nowhere really to go just yet. Trying to find Callum Lang, and it is intercepted. They could get on a break here. Mechi, what a cross. Murphy gets onto it, but heads it right at the keeper. Since this left-sided defensive duo is, maybe lackluster, we're going to try to take advantage of it when we can. Murphy sent through the middle there, nearly with the first goal of the game. Murphy to Farrell. Farrell to Amechi. Amechi right-footed shot way over the bar. Norwich into the box. A couple of layoffs. That's a great pass in behind. I thought he would have been offsides, but he's not. Luckily, Schmid there to make the save yet again. Hernandez inside. Cross inside. We're not able to get to it, but it is going to land at the feet of Jacob Farrell. We're going to try to get forward here as quickly as we possibly can. Neither team really been able to do anything so far today. Josh Murphy's going to find Farrell on this overlap. Farrell nowhere really to go just yet. We'll go back to Lang. Murphy. Kamara. Kamara can't find anybody. We're just going to go for the shot. And Kamara will put it into the upper 90. Oh, yes, sir. 1-0, 43 minutes gone. Bowser's going to find Farrell. Nowhere really to go just yet. Lang is going to find Waddingham. Waddingham tries to make a nice turn. And Waddingham does make a nice turn. And that is the second. I thought Waddingham might have been offsides initially, but what a shot. That initial pass, I thought he was going to be offsides. He makes a good turn. Defender probably should have done a bit better, but like I said, it didn't look like they were putting out a very strong team. So first real chance of the game for Norwich comes at the edge of the box here after 55 minutes. Schmid able to make a good save on it. We're going to go ahead and take Waddingham off. He is pretty tired. Obviously, he's just been playing a lot of games recently, so Joshua is going to come on here before this corner. Everyone's crowding the keeper. Lang initially there. Shaughnessy comes in and clears it away, but only for a moment. Can they get another shot off? They get a shot away, and it's eventually going to end up in the goal. Schmid unable to react to it quick enough. 2-1, 55 minutes gone. They're just kind of bouncing around after that deflection. Schmid kind of blocked by Boat. Did enough to get a hand on it, but unfortunately did not do enough to get it outside the post. Norwich threatening again. Shaughnessy trying to get in the way of that shot. It goes wide for a goal kick. First yellow card of the game shown to Onel Hernandez here at 62 minutes. We're going to have a free kick. No option really to cross it into the box. We're just going to go back to Kamara here. Got Amechi moving forward, and that was just a waste. But we get it back. Kamara will find Amechi again here, who's got some pace. Send it across. Headed away. Norwich with some good passing here. That touch was a bit too heavy, though. Shaughnessy's going to read that every time. Let's try to get forward here. Joshua. We got the pace with him. And we find him through that channel. Going to have to turn it around, though. Josh Murphy almost gives us a third and our 2-goal lead back. Murphy. Yes, sir. Murphy. 3-1. Sorry, I was concentrating on the game a little bit there. 70 minutes gone. Murphy does get his goal this time. And we get our 2-goal lead back. Good little back heel right there. Gets around the defender. Keeper not able to make the save. I think 3 points is in our hands right now. Oslo just cutting through the midfield. Nobody stopping him. He is eventually taken out on the edge of the box. That should be at least a yellow card. But we have a free kick here in a fairly dangerous position. Maybe Lang can get us a goal. And it looks like Shashua might actually have a bit better free kick stats, but we are going to leave this for Callum Lang for now. But it looks like Norwich will make a sub real quick. Up and over the wall. 3 bars of power. Actually wasn't a bad effort, but not a whole lot of power on it, so the keeper makes the save. And that will do it. Referee blows the whistle. 3-1 win, 3 points in the bag. What a good way to end off the episode today. 7 goals, 3 assists for Waddingham through 16 appearances. I think he has kind of made his mark as the #1 striker as of right now. Shashua just hasn't done it for me since his debut. Even when Bishop comes back, Waddingham might still get the majority of the minutes just because Bishop's going to be coming back from a pretty long-term injury. We'll have to see how far he regresses as well. Callum Lang, best player on the team. Best paid player on the team as well. And then Josh Murphy's been picking it up lately. I still want to see a little bit more from him. We want to find that form that he had at the end of last season. Mechi out on the right wing has been okay. Paddy Lane sometimes has been all right. He's been making a lot of substitute appearances. We haven't really found a solution out on that right wing. Jeffrey Schlupp has been out there a little bit as well. All of them combined haven't been too bad, but we might need to look for a long-term option or solution to that right wing problem, maybe in the summer transfer window. And maybe the same in midfield as well. I've been okay with Dazzle, and then Kamara's actually surprised me and has done pretty well in most of his appearances this year. Moxon doesn't really do it for me. Devlin is hurt right now, of course. We've been playing Devlin a lot. I do like the fact that he is young and that he is growing, but obviously this injury is going to take a toll on him. But yeah, Moxon just doesn't really do it for me, so we might need to look for new options. And then I've been thinking about Matthew Ford and Bradley Clark. I think I'm probably going to send them both out on loan in January, at least for the rest of the season, and then probably next season as well. They're just really they're not it, you know. I get that they're still young, but maybe they just need to go out on loan, maybe to League One, League Two, and find some game time, get a little bit of development in. And so in the next episode, we will finish up the month of December, and we will be into January, where we have seen who we're going to be playing in the FA Cup, and it is none other than Manchester City. We are going to the Etihad to face a Premier League team for the first time in this series and in this career mode, and it is one of the best Premier League teams. So I'm interested to see how that will go. That will be at the end of the next episode. The spin tracker has been updated for this episode. We got the signing bonuses here for Nicholas Schmidt and Callum Lang, and then I think everything else started roughly in right there. So everything is updated with the match tickets, player wages, and player or shirt sales. You can see the player wages updated right here. 173, 250 is what we're currently spending every week on our players. We're currently sitting at a £12.5 million profit, 12.4 to be exact, which puts our opening balance for next season already at 19 million. We get half of that for the transfer budget, which means we would be starting as of right now with a starting balance of 9.5 million in the transfer budget next season. That would be absolutely incredible. We'd be able to bring in some very, very solid players. For this season, though, we still got $3 million that we could spend. We got $21,000 in the wage budget that we could spend because we put $500,000 from the transfer budget into the wages. So if you guys have any players you want us to bring in January, or any players or positions in the squad that you feel like we should upgrade on right now, let me know in the comments down below. And let me know how you feel about sending the youngsters out on loan. I believe Matthew Ford, we should send him out on loan. Bradley Clark should be out on loan. Waddingham, of course, we're going to keep. And Kamara, we're going to keep. Those are the only two that are under 21 still, technically. Harvey Blair has actually grown very well out on loan. I think he's already up to 62, 63, something like that. So he's looking very promising. We might be able to keep him for next season or send him out on loan again. And that'll do it for today's episode. So if you guys enjoyed, please be sure to leave a like on the video. Even if you didn't enjoy, leave a like on the video. Hit that subscribe button if you haven't already, and leave a comment down below, like I said, how you feel about the career mode or anything you want to let me know about. And I'll catch you guys in the next one, where we're going to be facing off against Manchester City. Oh boy.